Episode 79 of the Shout Bar Podcast. I'm Liam Salvage with Brandon Sanders.
Hey, it's me. I'm Brandon Sanders. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was pretty good. What have you been thankful for?
It's been we've had a podcast with you and I since Thanksgiving.
Have we?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I don't think
Sunday
so.
after Thanksgiving, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm dumb as shit. But yeah, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good, man.
Day.
It was good. Turkey Day was good. Pulled some double duty, right? Went to like my family's Thanksgiving and then my girlfriend's family's Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Not Christmas, Thanksgiving. What the fuck?
They're Jewish. You went to their bar mitzvahs?
Yeah, I went to the bat mitzvah and like
my girlfriend's 13.
No,
she just had her bat mitzvah. Wait,
she's really like mature for her age.
Yeah.
So.
She should have had her bat mitzvah
really
a long time ago. She's been a lady for a lot longer. Do they do it when Jews, do they do it when you get your period, or do they do it when you're 13 as a lady?
I thought it just went by age, by 13. I don't think they had much. I don't think they had the knowledge to be like, well, we should do it when the period starts. I don't think they.
Well, that's when they're a woman, obviously. That's when the Jewish Bible says it's okay.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
No clue.
Because I'd believe it, dude. Like I'm not gonna double check that. I'll just be like, yeah, dude.
My
buddy Liam said that this is how they do it. So
my rabbi said I was a young woman when I had my period for the first time. So he treated me like a lady.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, went to their Thanksgiving. Like my family's was good. That was all right?
Mm-hmm.
But I went over to my girlfriend's families and
awful.
I feel like theirs was it was a great time, but it was like a lot more like classic. I feel like I don't know, like all the guys were outside in the garage like smoking cigars and playing poker. Right?
Okay.
So we get there and they're doing that, and in my head I'm like, oh fuck, like I gotta go out here and play poker with the guys.
Uh-huh.
Like I can't not. Like I'd be a pussy if I didn't, you know. So I went out there and like they were all nice. Like there was nothing bad about it. I at least knew how to play poker from like playing with you and the guys back in high school.
Yeah.
So I was set from that. But the one dude like wasn't even part of the family. Like he was a friend like of the family, and he was giving me shit. He's like, I just noticed you're the only one here without facial hair, and everybody like laughed at me.
You were the oldest one amongst them. They were all 12.
No, I think I was the youngest one there.
Oh, youngest? Nice.
But, yeah. They were all just like, yeah, true. He doesn't have any fucking facial hair.
Well, I've seen your daughter has plenty of facial hair on her pussy, and
No, I was not doing that.
I've seen your daughter's pussy hair. Does that count? I sometimes put it on my chin and pretend it's a beard.
That's on my face. That's on my face often. Yeah, and her like Uncle Bruce was a cool guy. He's got like the craziest train setup I've ever seen. Do they tell you about the train setup?
She has an autistic uncle. That's good to know.
No, he's not. He's not autistic, but he's got like the craziest train setup I've ever seen in a basement. Like he handmade like he's got like buildings and shit, like multiple railway systems and like so many trains down there. Like it was sick.
And let me get this straight. He's not autistic.
I don't think so. I was just like, that's a cool thing for like.
You just described a special needs classroom, and you're saying he's not autistic.
No, because it's like I feel like it hits a point where like if I had a train set up in my basement that I like worked on all the time, it'd be stupid. It'd be bad. I wouldn't have that many trains. But he's put so much time into it, and he's like an older guy now, that it's cool, and people are like, that's fucking sick, right? Because it is.
Yeah, because they think he's going to shoot up the school if they don't say it's cool.
I don't think he's not in school.
Hey, listen, if you make fun of Uncle Bruce's trains, he's gonna fucking shoot up Thanksgiving next year.
Don't do that. He was a really cool guy, dude. I liked him. I liked his trains. What can I fucking say? Yeah. He had a little monkey figurine that he would like hide at some part of like the setup.
You're not helping this case for me thinking he's not autistic. You're straight up just digging a deeper hole
That's
for
your
him.
call, dude. That's your call. But just know that if you ever go to Uncle Bruce's house, you got to look for his monkey.
Yeah.
Just know.
If I ever go to Uncle Bruce's house, I'm dropping a box of toothpicks on the floor to see if he can count them.
Don't do him like that, man. Don't do him like that.
This man is 100%. You're just in awe of autism, so you just never think someone is.
It's sick, dude.
You're like, damn, I wish I was.
I wouldn't put the time and effort into that, and like I don't know shit about trains, dude. It's so cool. But I was talking to my one buddy who has like what's actually like his wife, like his mother-in-law, like sucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we found out like probably the best way to deal with her was gonna be like to make sure at some point, like during a holiday, like because he's gonna be back for Christmas, right? Thanksgiving he had a bad time. He's gonna be back for Christmas, and I think the game plan is,
"Hey, I like you. Don't show up to Christmas." They made fun of my trains. I'm not having it anymore.
No, it's not about Bruce, dude.
Oh, okay.
We're over Bruce. We're past Bruce. I said this was not like my girlfriend's family. This is my friend.
Oh, this is your family?
No, this is my friend and his
what
family. Like
we're going all over the place.
I started with that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part.
You were.
I was too busy thinking about Uncle Bruce.
So it's my buddy and his wife's mom, right? His mother-in-law like sucks. Okay, so his game plan for the next coming holiday is gonna be just like make sure he's like alone at some point, just like with the mother-in-law, so he can just say some really like fucked up threats, and like nobody's gonna believe it because like she's getting pretty old. And it's like nobody's gonna believe that he said like if you make it so insane, nobody's gonna believe it, you know?
Jesus Christ. Here's the ultimate prank to play on your mother-in-law. Put her into a nursing home and hope she gets beaten. No one's gonna believe her. No one's gonna listen to a word that old bitch says.
Literally, like once your husband dies, like you're on your own. Like nobody's coming to see you. It's like if you say it once, or if you say something like once or twice and like really shake her up and you're like, no, like I never said any of that, like
just
I would never do that to your mother, like that would be awful, right? And then you would know that she'd be trying to like catch you somehow next time, so you got to be like super sweet, and then just like occasionally whisper in like I'm going to fucking kill you. You know?
I'm gonna beat you with a phone book later. I'm gonna put butter in a sock, and I'm gonna put frozen butter in a sock, and I'm just gonna smack the shit out of you with that sock.
With how much old people like phone books, I feel like it'd be fun to just see how many you can stack on top of somebody, just before they tap out
on a bed of nails, and you just start putting phone books on them.
Yeah, that'd be nice. For any of our listeners out there, if you got some really tricky in-laws, some tough ones to deal with, just
beat them.
Just be an awful person.
Yeah. Just don't get put them in a nursing home and hope they get beaten. That's the easiest way to get rid of them.
That's the easiest way right there. Yeah.
Just hope that's you just get the cheapest nursing home possible. That's where you put them. If you're having a rough time, make them have a worse time for the last years of their life.
Yeah, that's really what you want to do, is just make them feel like shit, make them feel awful, and then they die sad.
Yeah. That is honestly the best revenge you can have, is make sure someone has the worst last year of their life ever.
Yeah, I feel like that's quite literally the nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah. I do think the nails, flat boarded nails, is like the weirdest torture device. I'd rather have more fun with it and get like hands-on, you know? I want to do some arts and crafts via torture. Mm-hmm. I don't want to like just let them, get impaled and then slowly bleed to death. I want to do some fun things, like make a purse out of their skin or something, you know?
Well, you could do that regardless. Like,
I want to do it while they're alive.
I feel like that's like an after the fact thing for the most part.
I want to
accessorize. Is the bed of nails? You gotta make like a tooth necklace and
Yeah.
a skin handbag.
If it's a lady, I put their
fucked.
boobs on me. I cross-dress for a day, see if I can get a good laugh out of them before they go.
What the fuck? I didn't. I really did not like the boobs part. That's not cool, man.
Dress up like Marilyn Monroe with their boobs on me and just start singing "Happy Birthday, Mr. President." Really, just throw them for a loop.
I feel like you'd make a fucked up movie, buddy. You know that?
I think we could just make this real life. I think that'd be a good way to end off things. You know, this comedy career's being real slow right now. Let's see if we can really turn this up to 11.
Really get a kick started here.
Yeah.
Commit some crimes. Get the name out there.
You guys don't listen to the podcast now? Wait a couple months. You'll be going back in the archives.
Yeah,
See where the first signs were.
Yeah, we gotta build up like a narrative where you're like losing your shit and you're mentally unstable.
Yeah.
So people can see like you
The
just evolve
devolution.
into madness. Yeah, the devolution.
It'd be
Devolution.
Up beyond the grave, I have like these videos that are scheduled to come out that are just my
No.
manifestos.
Yeah.
I'd blame it on the Jews for some reason.
Well, naturally, yeah.
See, these
You're the
banks,
only
they're
one
gonna
who
crumble down.
really know. You know what was happening, dude.
Yeah.
They were gunning for you. I feel like that's what every artist does nowadays. Like an artist dies and then just somehow they have like 20 unreleased tracks and they're still like releasing music under their name like 2 years later.
Yeah, it's wild. It's even like Norm Macdonald kind of did that. He died and then he already had a special recorded.
Yeah.
Which is the way to go. You can just, do all the work now so you can just relax in your retirement.
Yeah.
Just die and relax. And then just, it'll come out eventually.
Just schedule it for like 20 years in the future.
Yeah.
If you're still alive at that point, then, whatever. You're good.
I should film like a stand-up special right now and set it for 20 years in the future and just see what happens.
Right. Like if you're dead by then that'd be really cool for like everybody else because you wouldn't have much else planned. I would assume, that'd really be the only thing.
I'll say like the N-word in there too, just because then I'll be like, who cares? It was 20 years ago.
I'm dead. Or, what? You're gonna cancel me now? I'm dead.
Oh, it was needed for the joke. I had to say it. If you think about the joke, it was actually necessary.
Yeah, it wouldn't have had the same punch without it. Come on, be real. I did hear something about like I have no actual details, but like some company was doing some like storybook thing where you could like record yourself telling stories for like your future like generations to watch.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty interesting.
Now? I think that's what we're doing right now. Our kids will watch this and be like,
but
"You guys are pretty gay. Are you sure you didn't?"
I mean, us specifically, yeah, but I feel like most people don't.
Yeah. Record
as much stuff like that their kids could watch, I guess. I don't know.
There's always that thing of like before your parents die, you should bet this is like way back, so like you should record them on CD so that you have it forever, that you can listen to all these stories. But then think about it, for the first time, you have to sit there and let it record too, and that's just boring as hell. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to my dad ramble on.
That's why you got to get them before they're in the old folks home, when they still have some sanity left and there's going to be less rambling,
Yeah. I want to get a hold of my dad right now where he'll make it an hour-long story 2 minutes. I want the YouTube Shorts version of his stories.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I never really thought about that. Like, these are going to be some awful, like I feel like this is going to be an awful legacy for
us.
Anybody that comes after us. Yeah. To be able to, like, look back and be like, check out what your great-grandpa was doing.
Yeah.
It's just the whatever bullshit we got going on here,
It's been 50 years, and you still only have 30 views on that podcast.
That would hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even be there for it, but it hurts so bad.
Oh, so much.
Just the kid going like, wow, He kept making this even after only like 10 views. Really?
So Dad really actually kind of failed at all of his hopes and dreams, didn't he?
Wow, he was a fucking loser, huh?
He did open mic comedy for how long? And never. Huh.
At least we can learn what not to do, right?
I guess I am gonna keep doing my 9 to 5. Oh, I was thinking about that. I woke up from a dream. I don't know what the dream was going on. I barely remember it. But I woke up and I instantly had the thought of like, I don't want to die, and all I get is a stupid park bench as a memorial.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be
now,
awful?
You think you're even gonna get a park bench?
I would hope I get. I'm gonna at least make myself a statue. A park bench is the lowest of the low in terms of memorials.
What do you think the stats are on like the amount of people who die and then actually get something dedicated to them?
I mean, everyone
it's gotta be low, dude.
Yeah, most people at least get a gravestone, so that's a kind of memorial, right?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna count like the typical grave.
Yeah, I think park bench is the next step.
It's a given.
That's like,
I think so.
My family care that much to give me a park bench, but I think anything beyond that, more people have to care to get anything beyond a park bench.
Right. So I mean, if you get a statue, I feel like that's big leagues right there.
That's like
big leagues.
Top 1% right there. That's big stats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if all the greats had statues. Robert E. Lee. What other Confederates? Name some more Confederates. Come on.
I like how like your plan for that joke was like just name Confederate statues, but you
could get one.
You had one guy.
It's been a while since I studied high school history.
Yeah, you're a real great Republican over there, Liam.
Yeah, fuck.
Fucking suck, dude.
Columbus.
Yeah, Columbus. That guy sucks, dude. Why do we celebrate him?
You either have to do something real bad or real good to get a memorial that grand. I just want more than a park bench.
Yeah. So what's your game plan for getting a statue or like maybe like an art piece or something like that?
Well, obviously this podcast is doing real well, so I think we just continue with that and see what. All the comments of people loving us. So,
dude, that's all I see on the shorts on the TikTok. Like
nothing but love.
Only positivity.
Never once has there been a comment that says, "Yeah, let's start a podcast," in quotation marks.
If I see one more of those, I might just kill myself.
I've run out of comebacks for it too. It's like I used them all up, and now I'm like, what am I supposed to do from here? I had one kid. There was like a high school kid that wrestled, and his profile picture was him wrestling. And he said, "Let's start a podcast, haha," in quotations. And I said, "Let's wrestle, hee hee." And that's the best I could come up with.
Did he ever like reply to that or no?
No, because I owned his ass. That gay wrestler high school kid. That 14-year-old boy, I gaped his asshole.
Him, dude. You did what?
What?
You did what?
He has bar mitzvah. I thought he was a man though.
God damn it.
Yeah. But I just think that the park bench is the worst because then, I mean, I was in high school at one point. I got hand jobs on park benches. I made out with ladies on park benches. It's not a good thing to have a memorial because I was the boy getting jerked off on one of those park bench memorials, and I don't want cum on my park bench.
Jerked off on a park bench?
Yeah, it's the park. It's the woods. You can see a name, you're like, that's a cool name. Let's sit down here, and then you get jerked off all of a sudden. You can't control it. It's just what 14-year-old boys do.
Let's come on their memorial. That'd be really cool. That'd be so sick.
It's not necessarily you want to come on their memorial. It's just like you need to. You know?
Was any part of that like getting a kick out of like being in a public space?
No, it was just
that like just more of a danger.
In high school, it's just all public places, you know? That's how high school rolls.
Yeah, you just didn't care? Yeah.
Yeah. What are they going to do, arrest me for being anything a child naked?
They might, dude. They might do that. Could you get charged for, like, public indecency and go to, like, juvie or something like that?
Maybe. I don't think you're gonna be any. You're not gonna be on the list. I don't think though. It'd be kind of fucked up to
What
be a
list?
kid on the list. You have to knock on everyone's door.
Yeah, I don't think that would. Like, I don't think they would do that. Because
You
that paints
knock-
more of a target on their back than anything else. Like,
You go door to door and you're knocking, and they're like, "Oh, honey, the Boy Scouts are here to sell us popcorn." And you're like, "Actually, no, sir. I came here to tell you that I'm actually a registered sex offender."
I'm a sex offender.
Yeah, I didn't
don't-
think it
don't
was Girl Scout cookies season.
I don't know how that works, man. I don't know how that works.
I mean, you got caught by the cops in high school, didn't you?
No.
What? Yes,
Doesn't
you
sound like me.
did. Multiple times actually. Did you never got a charge or even get a ticket or
yeah,
anything?
it was like 3 times. It was like 3.
Those officers
Some
knew you by
light.
your dick by the end of high school.
Yeah, it was a different guy every time. So word was really getting around the station about me.
We got this gay high school student.
Dude, stop.
Oh, I thought
It
you said
wasn't
you're having
gay
sex with a
sex.
different guy every time. Sorry, my bad. Got confused there.
No. The officer was a different guy every time.
The officer you were fucking was different every time. I got
No.
you.
I was really hoping it'd be a lady officer that came up one time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's a great start to a porno right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah, just 3 times though.
You never
Yeah,
got
nothing
caught
ever
with
happened,
charge. Never juvie.
No.
You're fine.
They were just kind of like, scram, get out of here. You don't want
Hit
your
you on
dick
the-
out in these parts.
Spanked you a little bit and let you go. I think
Give
that
me
is a good
game.
a good lesson to learn is that like you can be a child and just be naked in public as much as you want. They're not really going to do anything about it.
Man, don't say that.
I mean, they're not. They're
What
not.
is anybody supposed to do with that?
If you're a kid listening right now, just go out in public and be naked. Have a
Don't.
fun time.
Please don't. That's
If
an
you think
awful
about
thing
it-
to do.
If you just sit and think for a second, it's actually like the best idea I've ever had.
I feel like kidnapping rates are already high enough. I feel like that is only going to make it worse, man.
No, they get their sexy little asses
Look
out.
out for the kid. Stop. Oh my god.
There's beautiful little boys just get naked and go and walk out in public. It's fine.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Speaking of beautiful boys, I went to see
Oh.
Saltburn
Tell me more.
the other day. Yeah, so I feel like it is pretty popular for like shock value, right? Like people
Yeah.
are seeing it and they're like, "Oh my god, do not go see this movie." So of course I went to see the movie, right?
Mhm.
And like I haven't like smoked in a while, you know, smoked any ganja, any reefer, any Buster Douglas.
I hear you.
But I did
Word.
take like half an edible before I went. And
It
I was
is
like,
legal in
that'll be
Ohio
a good
now.
time. Right, it's legal in Ohio. I feel like that's a good space to be high in. It's dark. You don't have to talk
Watch-
to people. You have like a bunch
Watching
of
gay
candy,
porn.
like, you're good. I didn't know it was gay until I watched it, you know?
Yeah, I just love getting
Um,
high and watching gay porn. It's kind of my thing.
I mean, it was a good time. So yeah, that did not help. I knew I was going to be like scared or like anxious because of the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that'll be fun to make it worse. But dude, like I'm not gonna like give you like the full rundown of the story, but like I don't know, the main guy is like in love with this other like pretty attractive guy at college at like Oxford, and he goes back to like his friend is like rich, he's fucking loaded. He goes back to his family's house, right?
Mhm.
And like in there, like he's just staying there for like the summer or whatever. Like he doesn't have anywhere to fucking go. But he's the biggest fucking creeper, right? So like the cinematography in this movie, great. It was excellent. Like
Say 24.
like
It's
some of the
always gonna be
shots were
great.
great. Dude,
Yeah.
they were great. But like it was so fucking creepy because this guy's just like peering through the door, and you see like the hot rich friend, like jerking off in the bathtub, like really moaning, really getting into it, and the other guy's just like fucking panting and watching.
I'm gonna be honest. Jerking off and moaning while you're alone is gayer than watching someone jerk off.
Very true, dude. Like the guy was very sexually ambiguous, but I'm pretty sure that like confirmed that he was gay.
Yeah, I've never in my life made any noise jerking off. Like, ever.
Dude, it was like full on like head back. He was like, it was intense, bro.
Have people in movies never jerked off before? Because it's always like this sensual thing. It's never sensual to jerk off.
No, it's just like pounding that shit as fast as you can and get back to work. Because I always jerk off on the clock. Am I right?
Hang loose.
Yeah. So he's like creeping on him. He watches him jerk off in the bathtub, and then he just like comes in the bathtub water.
Oh, he's taking a bath?
Like, the hot friend is, yeah.
I thought he was just standing above the bathtub, just waiting for his load to go into the bathtub.
No, he's in the bathtub. It's full of water.
This just gets gayer and gayer.
right, dude. So he busts in the water. And
now he's all dirty again. You have to take a shower after that.
Right, but the weird part is like he got out and he was letting like the water drain, and for whatever reason, like the scene cuts to like the creeper friend is now in there too, but hot rich guy goes to bed, and so like water's still draining, and like the creepy guy is in the bathroom alone now. So I'm telling you, cinematography was so good, but that made it so much worse because you have like this shot of like a side shot of the bathtub, and he like fucking crawls like headfirst into the tub, and like you get this insane shot of him like slurping at the water that's at the bottom of the tub and like licking the drain and like tonguing it, like it was fucked, dude. It was fucked. It was fucked.
The worst part is it was definitely just like water at that point. Because have you ever made poached eggs?
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, you know when it like goes when you're like swirling it around and they have like little clumpy bits they like trail off. That's what cum in water would look like. So he was definitely just drinking bath water.
It looked exactly like that. I don't think he cared what the ratio, what the percentage was there. He was getting
cum to water ratio.
What's the cum to water ratio actually?
Damn.
So yeah, that was horrendous, dude. Like jaw on the floor. And so at first like the movie was like pretty normal, right? Mm-hmm. Up until the point where like me being fried as fuck in this movie theater. Like I was so like it wasn't a scary movie, but I was so scared of whatever fucked up sexual thing this guy was gonna do next. Like it was driving me nuts, dude. Like the other really bad one was the hot rich friend like ended up dying like at the main guy's birthday party.
Okay.
And so it's like they don't give you any like reason as to why he died until later, but the assumption is either like suicide or like he died from like overdose like that night, like something like that, right?
Overdose on cum.
Yeah, he had a cum overdose. Okay. So yeah, our main guy's like the last one after they buried him, and they have like fresh dirt like over the grave, like they just put him in there, right?
Oh no.
And so
no.
Dude, it's wild. It's wild because he like lays down on top of the grave and just like is like hugging the dirt, okay? And it's like really emotional music, and he's like sobbing, and like that kind of
he starts fucking the dirt, doesn't he?
It was pretty emotional. He doesn't no. So that was pretty emotional, and it was like lasted for a little bit, and then he like looks like he's going to get up, and then he takes his shirt off. And then he lays back down onto the dirt. And it was like another couple of minutes of him just like crying there. And that shit was funny as fuck to me. I was like, I know funny. This is supposed to be funny, dude. Like just redoing the same shit he just did, but shirtless now. Yeah. But then he goes to get up and he takes his dick out. And you gotta like you go from like, oh, like that's kind of sad to like, oh, that's pretty fucking funny to like, no,
he's back. He's back. You ain't ever gonna stop him.
And so you have to sit there and watch him thrust into like freshly like moved dirt.
He fucked the dirt. I was right. He fucked
the dirt. And it's the same shot the whole time. Like it was so awful, dude. Like they did not give you a fucking break.
They go into
Like,
full porn mode and they do like a close up on the asshole of like him fucking the dirt. Like from behind the man.
You saw like a good amount of dick in that movie. It was a good amount of dick, dude.
That's fucking wild. I saw videos online of like, I guess for old people's home, nursing homes and such, they every now and then take a field trip to movie theaters midday, and they just like buy tickets for everyone. You can go see whatever movie you want to see. And I guess a lot of people went to Saltburn just thinking, oh, this is going to be like a coming of age like movie. And I guess there was people in the theaters with these old people, and they all just slowly got up and left throughout the whole movie.
Oh no.
You gotta think, being an old person thinking like, oh, this is gonna be like these are like intellectual guys, it's probably a coming of age thing. Like he's gonna fall in love with a lady, and then all of a sudden you see a guy jerking off into a tub, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? And it takes them 5 minutes to get out of their seat and leave, and they're like, I can't get away from it.
Right. They can't get away fast enough. And it's still just going on in the back. That's fucked up, man. They should have warned those old people. Like, somebody should have stopped them.
It should have been a different rating than R for that movie, just to warn, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rated F. For.
Lots of fucking. Am I right? Lots of fucking. But yeah, like the movie was such an experience that like I'm glad I went to see it, but I'm never gonna watch it again. Like that's for sure.
It's coming out on Peacock December 21st or something. I saw like a film update on it. Yeah, things have been going to like film streaming real fast, but I'm gonna watch it, and I'm not gonna tell anybody what's about. And I'm gonna see if me, Michael, or like our girlfriends, how they react.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say like tell the ending of the story.
Oh, okay.
So like, do you want me to not spoil it for you?
Fuck it, let's go. I'm actually gonna watch this with my dad. I think when I go back home.
Dude, do not do that. Do not do that.
I'm gonna give him another stroke.
For the love of God. Like, wait, did he have a stroke that I didn't know about?
No, when I was like 14. It was a while back.
Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad. I do remember that. But yeah, I was like, I didn't fucking hear about that. So yeah, don't watch it with him, like, please, for the love of God. But it ends up like the guy is like picking off people from like the rich family, like one at a time. Like it turns out he poisoned the hot rich friend, and then he drove the sister to suicide because like the sister knew that he like did something, I don't know, but he like sexually dominated her like twice, and it was fucked up and weird.
Before you added that part, I was going to say, how weak do you have to be driven to suicide? But then you added that part, and I'm like, fuck, I'm glad I held my tongue. Yeah,
no, it was that. Those are also fucked up parts that I'm not going to get into. And that, like, I don't know, got somebody else kicked out, and then he left. Like, he got paid off by the dad to leave for some reason. But he, like, apparently, like, years later sees the mom of that family. And they like reconnect, and she's like, you should come by. Like everything's just the same that it was there. Like blah blah. But then like one of the final scenes is like she is like hooked up to a bunch of tubes, and he like yanks the fucking tube out of her throat and like lets her die slowly, and like just lays there and puts her arms around him, like her dead arms around him, and hugs her. And like the final scene is him dancing butt ass naked throughout the house.
I thought the final scene was the one dude fucking the ground. They didn't want to end on that? They didn't think that was a nice point to end?
They did not want to end on that. It was a real kicker, though, man. It was a real kicker.
So that was just like, that wasn't even the resolution. That was just a scene in the movie.
That was just a scene in the movie. That was no resolution at all.
Huh, okay.
And even the resolution was just like, yeah, I mean, he got this rich family stuff. He got all of it, and he's a fucked up, like, sociopath, pretty much. Like, good for him. Huh. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to watch this movie.
Alone. I mean, you should. Just not with your dad. dude, there are some pretty gay moments, and like I was sitting there like with with my girlfriend, and like a couple of times before it went off the rails, like the main guy and the hot friend, I kept going. I was like, they're so in love, actually. Like, I'm like, they're so in love right now. And then everything else happened, and I was like, no, they're not. They're not.
If you think about it, that guy truly was in love. If he brought himself to fuck the ground.
Yeah, I think like he poisoned him, but I think he really did feel bad about it. So bad that he had to fuck the ground.
Oh wait,
you know?
The guy that fucked the ground poisoned them?
Yeah, he poisoned the guy.
What the fuck?
Who killed him. That's what I'm
Jesus
saying.
Christ.
Like there's a chance that like I misunderstood some part of the movie.
Okay.
Like considering the like the edible, and then like it's just a confusing movie, you know? Like shit just kind of happens, and you're like, what the fuck? How did we get here?
When this comes out on streaming, I'll watch it with my dad, and I'll let you know if you got anything wrong. It sounds like a good family flick to me. It sounds like one you bring around the whole family, you put it on, you just sit back, relax, have a good time.
Dude, it is a really funny movie though. Like there's a lot of funny parts, but I just know for a fact, like your dad would not find a single thing funny in that movie. He would not.
I've always wanted to watch Brokeback Mountain with my dad just to see that too. It's so funny.
I think that one would be funny though.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that would be funny to do with them.
Because it starts all of a sudden where they start butt fucking aggressively in Brokeback Mountain, and I don't think he would see it coming the first time.
Does he know the movie? Has he heard of it?
I mean, everyone knows the movie. Everyone just knows it as the gay movie, you know?
I figured, yeah. You'd have to like skip past the like title screen if there is one.
Yeah, that's true.
Like skip
I'd be like,
past
this is Yellowstone season 4. Dad, you like that show Yellowstone?
If you managed to put it on and you were just like, no, yeah, like I don't know, it's something good.
Yeah.
It's
Kevin Costner will show up soon. Don't worry. I think it's just like a subplot they're going through this whole next season. I heard it's just like you just gotta bear with it.
It'll get better. It gets better. It's get better. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess this is what Tucker Carlson did after he left Fox News. I don't know. I guess he produced it or something. I don't know.
Did he, dude?
Dude, Tucker Carlson's going wild online right now.
Yeah, like I've seen like a couple of clips.
Yeah, he seems like a genuinely good dude that I'd want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to hang out with the Tuck.
The Tuck, man. And like his entire like career is just based off of him not like saying anything that he actually believes or thinks.
Yeah,
like, that's the entire thing. And that's wild to me, dude, that he like not only committed so hard into that, or like I don't know, like that's just weird to me. Like actors get paid to do that. Like he's an actor.
Yeah, he was legally, you know? In the sense of like the law. The Tucker Carlson Fox News show was categorized as a comedy show. That was like their lawyer's defense, because he like basically doxed someone or online or something, or said they were evil, and then people believed him, and they were like, you can't take what he says seriously, it's a show.
Right.
It's a comedy.
It's just for entertainment, you know?
Yeah.
Even though they're a news station.
Yeah.
That is pretty smart by the lawyers there. I'm not surprised, man.
Oh, 100%. Just be like, yeah, we're actually a parody. We just like...
Right.
It says news, but we don't really mean that. You know?
Yeah. That's like Tito's vodka.
Yeah.
Like their name is just Tito's handmade vodka. It's not actually handmade, you know?
Oh, that's like their copywritten name is Tito's Handmade.
Copywritten name is Tito's Handmade Vodka.
I was wondering
it
how
has
you
nothing to do with
make
the
vodka.
actual. Right, like obviously it's made in a fucking factory.
Yeah, or if anything, it's made in a barrel or something. It's not like you're sitting there mixing. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Or it's like made in a barrel or something.
I mean, like you can add ingredients, but you can't like make vodka. It's not like you can sit down and sew a shirt.
No shit. You know? But like them like bottling the vodka and like distilling and like processing it is not done by hand, you know?
But even bottling isn't hand making it. Bottling it would be like hand bottled. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I thought it was like in a barrel or something. Oh my god. I love that shit. That was perfect.
Tito's barrel made vodka.
Barrel made. Oh. Oh my god. Where were we? I don't even know. I don't even know where we were going with that. I'm lost after the whole fucking barrel.
I got a fun little thing. I think I've been making fun of my small penis for so long that my girlfriend started lying to me.
What do you mean?
I think now she goes out of her way to say, no, it's big. And I'm like, don't you condescend me. I've joked about this way too long.
She thinks you're like actually insecure about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where now she's tried to like overcompensate for my jokes. I'm like, no, don't do this, please.
Just let me say it. Like, you're trying to make me feel good? What the fuck, actually? That is pretty funny that you've driven her to that point and she's like he really, like, he's so hard on himself.
Or maybe she's gotten to the point where like I am dating a small dick loser. I guess I should make myself not think that anymore. Let's lie to him and see if I can lie to myself as well.
She's gaslighting herself into thinking that you have a big penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the way to do it. If you're a woman dating a man with a micro penis, just like gaslight yourself into thinking every previous boyfriend had a smaller penis and that his is actually gigantic, like the biggest you've ever seen.
I mean, if you don't look at any other penises, there's gonna hit a point when you can't really remember. So I feel like that might actually be effective, man.
It's very rough to do this if you're a gay man, though, because then you see your penis all the time. This only applies to ladies.
Yeah. Because if you're looking at your own horse cock all the time, and your boyfriend's just got like an inch or so, not much you can do there, man. Not much you can do there.
You just want to redo the joke from when we first started. I don't even know the size of any of my buddies' penises.
Oh. No, dude, no. You know the size of my penis, right?
I don't recall. I guess it wasn't impressive enough.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, it was a lot funnier before. We should have recorded that.
We should have, actually.
Oh. Yeah, I think my girlfriend, now that she lives with me, she knows there's no way out, and I think she just has to lie to herself about a lot of things now.
You cut out for that part. She's what about a lot of things now?
She's stuck now because we live together, so I think she just has to start lying to herself to just bear with the pain.
Yeah, sure, I get that. I love telling people that like don't know you. I'm like, oh yeah, my buddy Liam, he'll like tuck his penis between his legs and then ask his girlfriend where it went. I love doing that. I think about that a lot. I'm like, poor Rachel. She's probably heard it like
good goof
40 fucking times.
And then you do the eat me out. That's an even better line. I posted a short of like me explaining that, of like tucking it and saying eat me out. And then I went to an open mic and some dude saw it and he was like, nah, that was good. I never thought about doing that. That was good.
I love that. Then somebody was like genuinely like that. Like, I need to do that.
Yeah. Next lady I see, I'm doing it to her.
I should probably do it too.
It's a good gag, especially if you have a blanket over you and then you tuck it, and then this is the big reveal. If she sees you tucking, it gets rid of some of the mystery, you know?
Mm-hmm. You could even like walk out from like, just like walk in the room, you know?
I will say it's difficult. It's difficult to tuck and walk. I don't know how the cross dressers do it. No clue, because that shirt hurts.
Like, oh, no, they tape it.
Yeah, but still,
yeah,
I feel like taping it would still hurt.
Well, yeah, it hurts. But beauty's pain, Liam. Come on, get real.
I do want to be a pretty little lady. God, I have to get used to it.
God, fine, I guess.
I guess I am daddy's little girl. Fuck.
Ew. Ew. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to try that out. I feel like it's gonna give me a real sense of power, you know?
It is empowerment.
Like, I feel like just being so free and just so free with your penis like that you
Yeah.
can pretend to be a woman.
I'm very mature and comfortable with my sexuality, which gives me the right to tuck my penis and act like a pretty little lady.
It does. It really does, dude.
I know
Oh
I
my
am a
gosh.
straight cisgendered man, which gives me the right to tuck my penis and act like I have a pussy.
Yeah, it's because you're so confident, dude.
Yeah. If I wasn't
You
so
should do it
confident,
more often.
I wouldn't be tucking my tiny little pee-pee and saying I'm a pretty little lady looking in the mirror with high heels on and a wig. I wouldn't be doing that if I wasn't so straight.
I love the increased details in there.
Yeah.
I love that.
A blonde wig, because I think I'd naturally be a blonde lady with big double D tits. I do put on the, fake tits every now and then as well.
I feel like you would be double D if
And
you
my
had
girlfriend, my girlfriend measured me, and
Mhm.
turns out, guess what size my boobies are
tits.
in a bra?
I'm gonna go B.
Double D.
Huh?
I have D to double D boobies on me.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Are they bigger since when I last saw them or something? What's happening?
Maybe I gained a couple pounds, like 3-4 pounds since I saw you, so they all went to my tits.
Like I know you gotta I know you have a big chest, but like this is not real right now.
Yeah, I have like a fold. I can put my finger underneath my tit and it'll hold it under there, you know? I got
You really
big
do
boobs.
have tits, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cup size is determined by like the circumference of your chest around the nipple and then below your breast. So like I think I'm like a 44 underneath and then like a 54 on top or something like that.
Uh-huh. God damn.
Yeah. So I'm
gonna
like a
have to-
44D or something like that.
I'm gonna have to touch up on those things, man. For real. Bring those things over here. Oh. Are you yeah, you're coming back January.
Yeah, January 6th, make a
Right.
quick pit stop in Washington, D.C., see if I can make a little magic happen there, and then I'll be in Ohio.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like that.
See if I can go stir up some things at the Capitol building. See if we can get something done, if you catch my drift. See if we can make
I
things
do.
right here in America.
Oh my god. See, you say that bullshit, but then you can't name more than one like Confederate like hero.
Yeah.
You know?
Nancy Pelosi, I'm looking at you. Robert E. Lee will rise again. That's the only Confederate I know.
Okay, yeah. So
Stonewall
I'm gonna be able to-
Jackson, was he?
Yeah, so I'm gonna
But,
be able to grab up on those titties then around that time.
Yeah, for sure. I'll bring a
yeah.
microphone. Like I'll bring in this microphone, and then we can record an episode or two in person.
Would we do it at your place still?
No, it'd have to be at
Or
your
wait-
place.
Damn,
I
it's
don't
gonna
have
be a
computer.
scuffed ass setup, dude. Just us two, like
Just right
scrooched
there.
in front of my computer. We're gonna be so close together.
And then I was actually thinking while I'm there, I want to do a frame-by-frame remake of Saltburn, like just kind of like a gesture, like a tip of the hat to Saltburn and the directors and the producers and everything. So I just want to do
Okay.
like a frame-by-frame recreation. What character did you want to be again?
The
Did you want to be the guy that jerks off or the guy that fucks the dirt?
I want to be the butler.
Well, but I actually cut the butler out of it, and just for like, it's kind of like a student film. It's cut for time. We don't have very much funding, so there's only two
Yeah.
characters you can choose from. You either have to fuck the dirt or you have to jerk off and moan real loud.
So I want to be like the main character, right? Before he becomes
Mhm.
popular, he has one nerdy friend in the beginning. I want to be that guy.
There's only two characters that you can pick from. Sorry, it's all cover time. Basically, the only scenes we have is the jerking off into the tub and the fucking dirt.
And the fucking the dirt. Okay.
It's scene for scene, but only really it's two scenes.
Did you want any of the sensual moments between those two characters where no fucking is
Yeah, we
happening,
can add
but you
those.
can tell there's some definite electricity. There's some connection
Yeah.
there. Okay,
I feel
cool.
like you and I'll have some really good on-screen chemistry. I think we could really butt fuck pretty good if we wanted to.
Okay, yeah.
So just think about this. You have until January 6th to figure it out which character you want to be. If you want to jerk off or fuck the dirt, you pick.
That sounds like
No
such
pressure.
a threat. You have until January 6th to find out.
It's a Saw movie.
Yeah.
Welcome. We're going to play a game. You are going to be on camera fucking the dirt of your dead friend that you killed, but you don't know that yet.
Oh, I feel like the what really got me is I like sat there because it's going on for so long, right? He's fucking the dirt for so long that I'm really just like, wow, it would like it's freshly moved to dirt. Like it's got to be pretty easy to get it in there, you know?
Yeah, maybe it rained the previous day. Maybe you make a couple of mud pies.
I think there was a little bit of I think there was a little bit of a drizzle in the movie. Definitely helped out with the insertion aspect.
For sure. It's freshly tilled dirt. I bet they used a rototiller on that bad boy, so I'm sure it can. It's nice,
I would
fine
not
dirt.
doubt it. Mm-hmm.
Very nutrient rich.
Mm-hmm.
Miracle Grow, maybe, perhaps. Just an idea.
Yeah, I would not want to stick my dick in the Miracle Grow, though.
Oh, no, wet Miracle Grow? That'd be the perfect tepid dirt to put your penis into.
I feel like that's going to give you something.
And, yeah, superpowers? I don't know.
Superpowers, yeah. Yeah, no shot. Dude, I was going to say something else. Oh my God. Like, at work when I'm bartending, I got this this gay couple that will come in, right? Yeah. And like they've asked me before. They're like really? So you've never like tried anything with a guy? And like they weren't both trying to fuck me. They were just curious because they're like, we feel like you might be kind of gay. just from looking at me. That's the most brutal way to be called gay. Yeah. So I told him, I'm like, no, like I never did. But what I told him was, I was like, yeah, I feel like my best friend like acted so gay with me, like, and I was just really like so unattracted to him that it really just put me off of guys. And I thought I'd share that with you. I didn't know how that would make you feel.
How did they respond to that?
They thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
They got a good laugh out of it. They're like, oh. But that was about it.
You should then tell them to listen to this podcast called Shower Party to just show them how homophobic you are and that you don't want them to talk shit like that ever again.
I don't think that'd be a good move. Yeah.
Say a gay slur right now and send them the link to the timestamp. Say it right now. Actually, I already have footage of you saying it.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. You're right. Wink, wink.
I don't think you do.
I think you, yeah, I do, because you were called.
Oh, yeah, I said it, like,
yeah,
not at somebody, but yeah.
Yeah.
That still counts, dude. Yeah, fuck me. I'm a piece of shit. I know. I'm not an ally. I get it.
I'm a homophobic piece of shit. I hate the gays. Who am I lying to?
I'm such a homophobe, dude. I can't even believe it.
Damn. So I was at the gym the other day, and I was walking to the locker room and I was talking to my girlfriend, and this guy was like kind of like turned where I was almost looking behind me, talking to her, and a guy behind her all of a sudden just said, "You can't go in there." To the men's locker room, to my girlfriend, was like, "You can't go in there," and he said it twice. "You can't go in there." And then I got into the locker room, and we didn't like respond to him or anything, but I just kind of like was like, "What?" And then I got in the locker room and I looked at him like, "What were you even doing, dude? Like, what are you? Do you think she was gonna come in the men's locker room?" And he just came up to me and was like, "I thought she was trying to come in here."
What did the guy look like?
It was like 5'8", overweight Mexican dude, but like not a Mexican accent, like just a real nerdy accent.
Okay, yeah. Because I mean, you're making him sound real nerdy. Like I was thinking of some scrawny guy, just being like, "You can't go in there." Like pretty much looks like me right now, but like.
No, he was 5'8", overweight Mexican dude.
Damn. And he was that scared of a woman being that close to him?
I don't know, maybe he thought she had a penis and was going to come in the men's locker room and do something. I have no clue.
"You can't go in there. You can't go in there." And I love the response. I love his answer just being, I thought she was gonna come in here. Like,
Yeah.
no shit, you thought that. Dude.
Yeah, that's not a way to explain yourself. That's just saying
Like-
your thoughts again.
Like, why? Why did you think that?
Yeah. And why'd you feel the need to voice it? She would have figured it out when she saw an old man ball. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, maybe it was part of the issue was he got in there and he immediately stripped down, like to where you could see his
Oh,
dick
did
and then
he?
put a towel around. So maybe he was like, ah, shit, I don't want to see a lady seeing this.
He was quick about it though.
He was pretty quick. By the time I washed my hands, he was already naked and then put a towel around him.
Damn.
He was
is
lightning
pretty
fast
quick, man.
with getting his dick out.
I feel that's kind of making me sad. What if he really was that insecure about people seeing his penis? That he was like,
Listen.
please, for the love of God, like she's walking towards the men. Like I can't do this.
If you were
Like,
that
he was
insecure about
breaking
your
down,
penis,
dude.
you wouldn't change facing the crowd.
Oh, he was facing the crowd.
I saw it in the mirror, so he couldn't have been facing away.
Why do people do that?
I have no clue. If I change in the locker room, I'm facing a corner. No one can see me. And I do it with such speed that you will never see my dick ever.
I like at least facing a locker.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna actively like hide my penis. Like if some old man is next to me and like really wants to take a glance that bad, like who fucking cares, right? Like I'm just gonna
Yeah.
change. But like not like I'm not putting it out there, dude.
I'm not facing the crowd, no.
No way.
I don't
That's
know.
insane, man.
It's odd.
I thought she was gonna come in there. I thought she was gonna come in here, man.
I thought she was trying to come in here.
I thought she was gonna come in. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Odd.
What an interesting time, man. What an interesting time
Yeah.
to be alive.
That's pretty much all that happened in my week. I have a pretty boring life here so far. I need to ramp things up, and I don't know how to do it.
Okay, yeah. I feel like
It's just
work is
good.
really just the thing that's fucking you.
Yeah, work, open mics, podcast, and then the
Mhm.
news and / or sketches, but I haven't done a sketch in a while.
Well, you
It's
got a
just
lot
on
going
repeat.
on.
I feel like I just need to,
You
like,
got a lot going on.
I think I need to like try to kill myself or something just to get a couple days off work and be somewhere that's not home, you know? Just like get put into a psychiatric hold against my will or something.
Okay.
Something just to shake things up a little bit, brush the dust off.
So the goal here is just to get a couple of days off of work, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, and just get like a new setting, you know,
Yeah.
around new people.
You could just like call in sick and then like,
I need
Rent
a
an
new setting. I
Airbnb.
can't.
you know?
If I do that, I'm just gonna be at home, and I'm just gonna be
No,
sitting
you
here.
could just rent an Airbnb, dude.
But then I'm around nobody. I need to be around new people, make some new friends. I
You're
have the
making
perfect
it so
opportunity to do
difficult.
that.
You're making it so difficult
Psychiatric
right
ward.
now. It sounds
I
like
need
you really
some
want to go.
fun
man.
friends. I need friends that I don't know what they're gonna do next. And I think a psychiatric ward is the exact place I need to be.
I need to be kept on my toes here.
Yeah.
Are they gonna stab me? Or are they gonna stab themselves? What's gonna happen?
They gave us crayons. Are they gonna poke their eyes out with it? I don't know.
Oh man. Yeah, I think you can be like sent in. Like you can be oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like I don't know. Like somebody can call in and be like, "Oh my god, like I think he's gonna hurt himself. Like I think it needs
Oh,
to
really?
be admitted." Yeah. So
Can I
don't
just go
think,
there myself? Can I just go in and be like, hey, can I just stay here for a few days?
See, that's the weird thing. I don't know if they'll just let you in.
You have to act crazy or something?
I think.
Because if they don't let me in, I'll just like shit my pants and smear the shit all over the walls until they let me in. It's not, I'm just 2 steps away from being in there if you don't let me in, you know?
Dude, what if they just sent you away after doing that?
Yeah.
Like, get this fucking asshole
But
out
I
of
smeared
here.
my shit on the walls. Let me in, please.
Can't you see I'm crazy? Please. I just need some friends.
It's a good little life hack to if you're going on vacation and you don't want to get a hotel, you just smear some shit on the psychiatric ward
Oh.
walls and see if they let you in.
Yeah, and that way you don't even have to do much traveling because you
No.
probably have one like local, like pretty close by.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of like a
good plan.
hostel almost. You know, it's real cheap. Get bunk beds and everything.
Like a hostile takeover.
you are pretty much taking over that psychiatric ward. You're being a terrorist with your shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man,
You ever seen that movie Smile?
I've never seen Smile.
It was a pretty good movie, but it takes place like this lady's a therapist, and a girl comes in and she smiles and she slits her throat while she's smiling. I think I might just do that. That'd be a pretty good way. Be like, if you remember that movie, watch this.
See, I missed like the whole ending part of that because my headphones just died.
Oh, we're after time anyway. We're all good.
Yeah. So, thanks for tuning in, guys.
It's been a fun time. The Shower Party Podcast episode 79. Tell a friend. Tell everyone about the cool things. Tell them that we're not wasting our life doing this podcast. It's gonna do something. Our kids aren't gonna be embarrassed by it. They're actually gonna look back and think, "Hey, Dad was pretty cool."
Dad was so cool. He did a lot. He was really successful. They're gonna think that. They're gonna say that. Yeah.
All right. See you.
See ya.
All right.